Hi, this is Ernie again. I'm the guy who had 6,000 in his checking account. Um, I want to talk about building a habit. And I promise you there's going to be something related to investment and options. So just hang in there. The habit that you want to build is sometimes it's embarrassing. My wife is actually very embarrassed each time I do this, but it's a habit of asking for things. The worst answer you can get is a no if you ask for something. And I'll just give you an example. So we go to, I forget where it was. My wife and I went to Tim Hortons. I think it might have been Vancouver. And we bought a dozen so that we can share with some of our friends. I think maybe 2 dozens or 3 dozens and some coffee beans. And my wife was like, please don't do that again. And I'm like, why? It doesn't hurt to ask. So I went and said, hey, when I buy this much, do I get one free sample? And she was like, sure, I'll give you one. So she got one and I got one, right? I'm not saying that this is what you should do to get free food, but if you don't ask, you'll never get anything. And sometimes you ask, the worst thing that could happen is they're gonna say no. You'll be surprised. I dropped off cookies at my wife's work. Somebody at work didn't have a good day. So I said, oh, you know what? Let me just make their life just slightly better with some cookies. That's the most I could do because I don't personally know them that well. My wife does. So I went to a cookie store and it was Tiff's Treats or something like that. And what do? I said, hey, if I get 2 dozens, can you give me a discount? And she was like, we don't have a promotion, but sure, I'll give you one. So I got second one for 50% off, and I dropped it off at my wife's work, and people are very happy. So unless you ask, you're not going to get anything. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is, for those who are trading options, I mean, thanks to Robinhood, trading stocks or ETFs, it's completely free, right? There's no commission. But options, they still charge you money. And most of them charge you 65 cents per contract. So if you do one, it's not a lot of money, right? We're talking about pennies. But if you do what I do, because on a given week, I'll trade maybe 2,000 options. Those will add up, right? 100 options will be $35. Oh, no, actually, $65. So if you're doing 1,000, it's $650 in fee that I have to pay. What did I do? I called them and say, hey, as you can see from my account, I do a lot of options trading. Can you lower my fee? And of course, me being me, I should have done it this way, but I was like, hey, I'm thinking about, I'm not happy with your brokerage account. I'm thinking about moving my money, but if you can lower my option fee, I'm willing to stay. And they said, sure. How low do you want it to be? I should have asked for more, right? I should have learned from my own advice. I said, 50 cents. So they're like, sure, we'll make it work. So 65 cents went to 50. So now, rather than spending, it's like 200 or more than $1,000, now it became $1,000 a week in commission. So now I go to my E-Trade and ask, hey, they're willing to do 50 cents. Can you do better? And they said, we'll give it to you at 40 cents. And I'm like, great. So then what do? I tell Charles Schwab, hey, E-Trade is doing this. Can you guys do better? So now my commission is down to 30 cents from 65. So unless you ask, you're not going to get these type of discounts and promotions. And maybe you don't want to do it, right? You don't want to go to an auto dealer, parts store, and like when price is fixed, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do it when you're buying Starbucks. They don't have the ability to do it, right? But, which by the way, you should never go to Starbucks. I'll always make coffee at home. But there are places where you could ask, and sometimes and very often they will give it to you. So please call your brokerage account if you are trading options, and it will save you tens, maybe hundreds of dollars, or in some cases, thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. So please call today. Tell them that you do, even if you don't do a lot of options trading, tell them you do it at somewhere else. And you're willing to shift money or whatever story you want to tell. so that they will be able to lower your price. It will save money, and that money can go straight into investing and helping you make even more money. So call them today. Thanks for watching.